Greetings! In this vlog, we're beginning a series that we talked about not too long ago, a series in which we're going to be promoting and sharing other homesteaders, other people who are doing great and amazing things that are related to living a life that is more sustainable, living a life that we are meant to live. So in this vlog, we're going to be beginning that series. And we're not sure what we're going to call it yet, whether it's fellow homesteaders or farm friends. We're not sure. We don't have an official name yet. But this is the first vlog that we're going to be doing in which we are going to be showcasing our very first family. And this family, I first heard about them on Instagram. They're a beautiful young family and they're starting their homestead for the first time. Yes, they're in their first year as homesteaders and they're doing some pretty neat and amazing things. So here they are. Check them out.
Hi, I'm Ebony.
Hi, I'm Hosey. Hi, I'm Nina.
This is Sojourner, and Brian's behind the camera. And we're the Belhumeurs. We recently left our tech jobs in San Francisco to buy 60 acres and start homesteading in the Portland area. We left our tech jobs mainly because we wanted to have a simpler, slower, more sustainable way of life. We wanted our kids to have a lot more outdoor time, less shuffling from place to place, and really wanted to be closer to our food sources. And we thought that growing our own food and raising our own animals would help us really get back in touch with the work of life. We've been here for a little less than a year. It's been very hard but very rewarding. We're taking it slow. Once I got into homesteading, I wanted to do everything all at once. Thankfully, my husband told me to take it slow and take my time. And having a baby and getting a new house and getting settled in meant that we had to absolutely take it slow. So we have a small garden going. We have a couple of chickens. And like I said, we have about 60 acres of forested and pasture land that we intend to fill over time with more animals and more food and sort of rehabbing some of our waterways as well. So Brian is going to take you guys on a little tour so you guys can kind of see our slice of paradise. And hopefully you guys will stay in touch and we can expand our community.
Tomato plants, a few corn plants, green beans, chives. There's some strawberries hidden in there. I don't know if you can see them very well. Then we got some green peppers, carrots, more strawberries, and some kale. Eventually, we're gonna have probably a dozen or so garden boxes.
We're super proud of this pepper right here,
it's
guys.
along, right? And there's another one on this side over here. So we'll have a few dozen of these, like just filling up this whole area. But we had a lot on our plates this year, and this is what we could get done.
Daddy, those were some pretty neat garden boxes that they had.
Yeah, it's neat how they turned those stock tanks into some neat little raised beds, right?
Yep.
Cool.
When we're growing these beds is we're using a process called hugelkultur, and its basis is basically slow compost on its own. So we start with some decomposing logs and twigs at the very bottom. We load those in, and then we put smaller twigs and things on top. And then like leaves and other decomposing matter that we collect from the forest just around here on top of that. And then a thin layer of topsoil on that. And then after we plant the plants, I mulch it with grass that I mow from this part in the field that we got down there to help retain the moisture. So the idea is that the natural composting action of the forest that we have around here, we put in the box, and as it breaks down, it nourishes our plants. So with our first go, we learned a lot of lessons. You can't just throw it all in and make it work. We used a lot of really dry carbonaceous matter, like brown dead matter, like leaves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of nutrients in there. So we had to actually add supplemental fertilizer. We used organic fertilizer for this. And so what we would do next time is put more organic matter, like food scraps and things like that that will break down in the soil, and maybe also a shot of compost for the first round before it really starts getting going. Around this way, and I'll show you the flock of chickens that we have. Now, we've learned a lot of lessons with chickens as well. This is our first time having chickens. We bought them from a really good hatchery, and we started with 9. We had 3 of the black Australorp here, 3 of the golden lace Wyandotte, and then 3 of the Easter egg. I don't know if you can see her over there. So as chicks, we lost 2 of the Easter eggers to disease, and that was very sad. Because you go in and check our little fluffy baby chicks, and we find them dead.
Yeah, and tell them what they got, honey.
Huh?
The disease they had.
Oh, they had coccidiosis, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So we had to give them some supplements and some probiotics, and the rest of them survived. So we had them out here. We had 7 chickens, and then up in these hills lived some bobcats, and they decided they wanted some lunch. So we lost 2 of the golden lace or the black Australorps to a bobcat.
Yeah, the golden lace have all survived everything.
Yeah,
Actually, they've survived everything.
The lucky ones, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bobcat snatched 1 from right back here when we were gone, and then another one snatched when we were home. I saw the feathers fly off into the forest, but I couldn't catch the bobcat. So that was disappointing.
These are all very good hens, you guys.
we've
Just
got
so you
5
know,
remaining.
they're very friendly because you
Yeah.
know we have kids, so we have super friendly ones.
So we live over here. One thing we have been able to get going is we take all the pine shavings and chicken manure that we clean out of here, and we spread it over our lawn. And the parts of the lawn that have received it are doing tremendously well.
A lot better.
The other kind of struggling with dead parts of the lawn.
Yeah.
So that's been a big help. It's something that
We do have some wood over here that is drying for next winter.
Yeah, for firewood.
Because we do have a wood burning stove. Basically everything we learned about chickens, we learned from the master, Justin Rhodes.
Yeah, we have a bunch of eggs.
What do you think we
So we have a number of fruit trees that were here before, which is great. Right down here we have an apple tree as well. Since we weren't around last year, we weren't able to trim the branches back. So it's kind of overgrown and overbearing right now. But this year, after the fruit season is done and drops all its leaves, we'll trim the branches back, and that way it can be more productive next year. But as you can see, it's completely laden with apples. They're all going to end up being pretty small. So we'll take these and we'll make, apple sauce. Just have apples make. I haven't gotten into apple cider making, but I'll get there pretty soon. And then next to the apple tree, we have some cherry trees over here. These are the more, I don't know the varieties of cherries specifically by name, but these are more red as opposed to dark. I guess more like Rainiers or something like that. And then behind me, all of this is just blackberry. You see blackberry bushes sprouting up. So this will be sprouted with a bunch of blackberries by the end of summer as well. And then down the way, we have some more cherry trees, another apple tree up in the pasture. Just a few things here and there, but these are the things that came with our property that we're just really blessed to have without having to have planted it. But knowing that these are the type of trees that grow around here, we're going to plant quite a few more in great places around here as the property matures. Hey, I also want to show you our pile of firewood. Our neighbor was doing some logging to clear out some pasture land on his land, so he had a bunch of fir trees that he cut down, and that's what this is. And then behind it is a bunch of oak, which burns a lot hotter and cleaner. If you burn fir a lot, your chimney will get a bunch of ash built up in it because it's really hot. But oak burns really hot and really clean. So this is our pile of firewood we have for the winter. We'll stack it against the wall back there eventually before the rains come, really cover with the tarp. But for now, it's just in the sun drying out and getting ready for winter time.
Brian's doing a really neat job showing us around his homestead, isn't he?
Yeah,
I can't wait to see inside their house because I know it is beautiful.
me too.
So I also wanted to show you how we keep our house warm in a sustainable way. As you can see, we have a forest all around us, so we have plenty of fuel. So we decided to go with a traditional wood burning stove as opposed to a pellet or oil furnace or whatever else. So we would always have fuel for the fire, and we're also everything we burn is grown on our own land. So, it comes from the land, goes back to the land, and it has a great cooktop on top of it. So if the power goes out, or if there's Armageddon and we can't get any more fuel or anything else, we have a way to keep warm and a way to eat. That'll keep us going indefinitely. So we have the 2 baskets of wood. We have to load those up maybe every 2-3 days, depending if we're burning fir or oak. But yeah, this thing is beautiful. keeps our house.
Tell
nice
them
and
about the
warm.
brand and stuff. Like,
Oh
what is
yeah,
that?
this is Vermont Castings. It's the big one that they make. I don't remember.
The Defiant.
Is that what it's called? The
The
Defiant? Yeah.
I was gonna say the Defier.
Yeah, so we had this installed because the old wood burning stove wasn't certified, so by law we had to get a new one. So we got the big one so we can keep our house warm, and yeah, it's great. It's something that I have to tend every day in the winter.
Not give it away in the hot times?
What's that?
Well, maybe that's why we'll give it away in the hot times, right?
No, we don't get to keep it in the
No,
hot.
we keep it. Oh, give it away in the hot times, like when the weather's hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't give it away, we just don't light it on a fire when it's hot.
It is always neat hearing the story of people getting started in their goal of trying to be homesteaders, and actually people just starting off and following their dreams to begin with. And just seeing the Belhumeurs and their homestead coming together, I can see where they're going with things. It's like they have a real diamond in the rough. I can't wait to see how things will continue to shape for them. It's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. They have black Australorps too.
They sure do. It was neat to see that they have black Australorps like we do. And they also were inspired by Justin Rhodes, just like we were too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have wood, that they're using a wood stove. So they're getting started off strong, and it's pretty exciting to see them coming together with their homestead and working together as a family. That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yep.
Be sure to follow along this family in their journeys and adventures on and off their homestead on Instagram at the Belhumeurs. Also, not too long ago, they recently had a new addition to their family. Congratulations, Belhumeurs. And thank you for taking us along on this video tour of your homestead. Keep up the good work.
Thanks for watching.
Feel free to leave a comment below, even if it's just to say, hey. Also, make sure you don't miss any of our new videos. So, subscribe and sign up to receive notifications each time we release a new video. Also, you may want to check out these videos right here. And also check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you next time.